So it ended Carlisle 1, Walsall 1, which may be seen as a good point for Carlisle against the year leaders. But in terms of the year table, it doesn't really do much that point because Morecambe did win against AFC London and Tranmere did get a point away at Queensbury. So Tranmere were the only team with 12 points. Halliday and Appleton now are almost there now, almost like dead safety. To be fair, I think Halliday might be safe, to be fair. So I think Appleton are one win away from safety. And it looks like it's going to be between these three, Tranmere, Morecambe and Carlisle, to finish in that safety spot. And look, it's a good point. We all would have took the point at the start of the game. As well. So, but it's not something I'll be celebrating. Saying, "Oh, look at this! We beat Barrow and we got a point against the leaders." And it was winnable. To be fair, during the game, it was a winnable game during the game because apart from when Walsall scored, I don't really remember Walsall really having that much chances. Obviously, they had moments in the second half where the ball was scrambling in the box and we had to stay it away. I think they hit the post as well in the second half as well. But not just that though, I don't know what's happened to Walsall. Like, they were clear. They were so clear at the top of the table, and now, I think only, 2 points above second place Bradford. And, you know what? I think it's Bradford's title to use. Which is fair play to Bradford, by the way. Fair play to them, because without Andy Tuck, we were all thinking Bradford were going to be tucked. But I see Bradford have tucked, pardon the pun. And look, it was poor the way we conceded the first goal. It was poor. Like Taylor Allen was left free at the far post, and he strikes it down. And I think it's quite poor from the keeper personally as well. I think the keeper should be saving it, in my opinion. So unlike double breeds that, but he should be saving it for me. But at the same time, you can say it's poor marking as well, and the power may have been in double breeds. But we did that the equaliser through the BTEC Patrick Truman, Aaron Hayden's header, textbook header. Yeah, you have to be real. Textbook header, textbook corner, lovely delivery, lovely service from the corner. Free header for Hayden, and it was a textbook header to make it 1-1. Obviously at near end, it was more like end to end, wasn't it? We were having a few huff and puff moments to try and get the winner as well. But it ends 1-1 against the leaders. And look, good point, you have to say on paper. It's a good point, but I know people still look at me thinking, oh my God, he's still mourning. Well, yeah, I am still mourning. I'm still mourning because this shouldn't be our standards for me. We're bottom of the table and we're celebrating a point against Walsall like it's a win. What are we doing? Here? We are a team who went into this League 2 season, obviously recently relegated, with a League 1 budget, with the aim to go straight back up to League 1. And we are bottom of League 2 and scrapping. We are scrapping and looking to scrape survival in League 2. That's our standards. For you. What are we doing here? Where's our standards done as a football club? Honestly, where's our standards done? But you know what the truth is? But it's a terrible time. It's a terrible time. You just need to step behind him. He. Just need to step behind him. And people be like, why is he mourning? We're 4 games unbeaten. Yeah, 3 draws. 3 of them are draws, by the way. We only got 1 win out of them 4 games. Stop celebrating draws like the wins. Trust me. When they're not. And unfortunately for us, results we really didn't go our way last night. And that's the problem. When we're relying on other teams dropping points, that's another problem. That shows you don't deserve to stay up if you're relying on other teams to drop points. People be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about other teams dropping points. Do your job. Do your job. Simple as that. Yeah, obviously we want other teams to drop points, but let's be real, we should be doing our job. We shouldn't be relying on this in the first place. Honestly. But we do need to play. I'm looking at our upcoming games, and the winnable games are probably, we're away to Howard next. We've never beaten Howard in our history in the EFL, so it's always a curse going away to Howard. But then I think that's a winnable game because Howard won't have anything to play for because they don't be safe and need to. So it's probably winnable game. We do need to go away to Appleton and away to Morecambe near the end of the season. Must win games for me. We do need to play Salford at home on the final day. We always beat Salford, don't we? For whatever reason, we always seem to beat them. It's that Turnham draw, isn't it? Right. If we would have beaten Turnham, and I tell you what, Turnham would have been trod into it as well. And have we got any other games that are winnable? You know what? I think we've got Wimbledon coming up at home. That seemed to be a winnable game now because Morecambe ended up beating them. So we just never know. We've got Newport at home as well, which is probably another winnable game as well, in my opinion. And but it's going to be a scrap to the end for me. It's going to be a real scrap to the end. It's probably done to the final day of the season for Carlisle. Probably, I can probably see that happening, where it will probably still be between the 3 teams. Who knows? Other teams might get trod into it as well, potentially. But it's a point against the league leaders. Well, yeah, well-deserved point though. Definitely, I think it's definitely a well-deserved point. Could have easily been 3. I don't think Walsall. We're looking at Walsall there, thinking how the hell they topped the table when they weren't really that good at all. I don't know what's happened to them. Have they burnt out potentially? Maybe. But I think Walsall should still be okay for automatics. Should still be okay for automatic promotion. If they don't get that, wow, they have completely fell off, haven't they? They have completely fell off. It's ever since Matt Salter got a new contract. Isn't it a huge coincidence when he gets a new contract that all of a sudden they fall off in terms of form? Interesting one, isn't it? It is an interesting one. But anyways, that's my thoughts on the Carlisle Walsall game. I pointed against the league leaders, but the gap still remains the same. Still remains 3 points in terms of safety. And good point. I'm not denying that it's a good point, but at the same time, it's not really a good point because results didn't go our way, and could have easily been 3. Could have easily been 3 points for us. So, feel free to take a 4 stamp below, and I'll see you all for the How Dead preview.